Who do you want to start?
Why don't we start with Joe?
Okay. Should I address the gentleman with the question, or? All right, because yes. Otherwise, I have to back to just about everybody else in the room. But very good question, actually. And that's one of the things that I believe very strongly is that we need to defend our borders. And you're right. What do we do with the illegals once we catch them? We do need to deport them again, because you can't just assume that once you've made it into this country, you've got everything going for you. Because if you can't respect our most basic law, the very first law you encounter, which is, can I come in legally or not? If you can't respect that law, how on earth do we expect you to respect all of our other laws? So what we need to do is, yes, when we find illegals, we do need to deport them and bring them back. I had a friend from Omaha. He was a legal alien. Legal, I said, not illegal. And he was there for 10 years. 10 years working to earn his citizenship because he's from Ghana. And it cost him thousands and thousands of dollars in legal fees, and he brought his family over eventually, and over $40,000 in fees. And yet at the same time, people are coming over illegally every single day across our borders. Something is wrong with that, right? Absolutely. Okay, I'm glad I heard a lot of people agreeing, because now, if somebody from Ghana wants to come over here, they should have the same possibilities, the same chance as somebody from Canada, somebody from Mexico, somebody from South America, somebody from China, Australia, Poland, anywhere. The same opportunities that my ancestors had when they came over here. You know, what America is we are a melting pot. No, we can't open the floodgates of immigration, because then we'd be nothing but a third world country, because we'd have all the dredges of society. But we do need to reform immigration policy. We do need to set quotas. We do need to build the wall. This wall has been under consideration for a long time between the border with U.S. and Mexico. And now, today on Fox News, they said, well, the Democrats are getting ready to scrap the wall. Well, this whole virtual wall that they have right now, A, it doesn't work, but B, we need to build the actual brick and mortar wall. Because that's what's going to work. Because that's how we fix our country. We don't know when the terrorists are going to come across our borders, and I'm not going to say, okay, there's a terrorist, there's a terrorist, there's a terrorist, because you don't know. But the thing is people are dying in the desert when they come across illegally. People are having incredible troubles when they come across illegally. So it's for their own safety, as well as for our security, as well as keeping our nation accepting the best and the brightest. That's why we need to build the wall. That's why we need to enforce our immigration policy.
Brad?
A few things. First of all, I cannot believe how messed up our government has gotten our immigration policy. That's the first place you go, is fix our policy. Secondly, stop the entitlement draw that brings illegal aliens into this country. We need to defend our borders. We need to enforce current law, and we need to hold businesses accountable that willfully hire illegal aliens. Now, there's a couple of things. Because of the economy turning down the way it has, much of that and several have actually returned to their homeland. So I don't think the problem is as large as it was maybe 3 years ago. But still, if we find them, if they're here, we need to hold them accountable and have them sent back to wherever they're going. Thirdly, there's going to be a march on Washington on Sunday, I believe, with illegal aliens and them demanding that they get covered by the health care bill. That's an example of the Democrats doing things deliberately to entice illegal people to this country. We need to put a stop to that. If we do that, it'll go a long way to resolving this problem. Thank you.
Well, let me be crystal clear. We are an immigrant nation. Yesterday's parade was of the Irish. I'm part Irish. The fact is that we can't close our borders in the sense of cut off all immigration. If they pass this health care bill, according to the New England Journal of Health or Medicine, 50% of our doctors are going to be quitting. So we're going to need controlled immigration, just like we have from the beginning of this country. But the emphasis is on controlled. The emphasis is on controlled. I'm in complete agreement with both of the other candidates. We have got to have secure borders. And that's not done by a brick and mortar wall. That's done by a technological wall. We lived in Texas for a number of years. And it's true, the coyotes that bring the people across abuse them. And the people come out of desperation. And Brad's absolutely right. Public benefits cannot be the calling card. That cannot be used to attract them. By the same token, we have neighbors who came here legally who are now under suspicion. America has always welcomed everyone who came to this country legally. And it is critical that we not lose sight of that. As the Republican Party, I stand for all Americans, not just the English who came, not just for the Native Americans who were here, but for the Chinese and the Irish and the Hmong and the Hispanics and all who come here, but they need to come here legally. They need to come here legally. And once we capture them, if we do, and if they have any criminal record, we're done. You're gone, and we need negotiations with nation states so that they keep them. Because the fact is that we have sent a number of illegal aliens back to Mexico, and they don't keep them. They send them back over the border. So part of it's got to be our negotiations with foreign nations. Part of it's got to be limiting their access to welfare benefits. And part of it's got to be securing the borders. But it's got to be a message that's clear that we welcome anybody who comes here legally. Because we are an immigrant nation. And the fact is that the color of your skin and the God that you worship doesn't determine whether you're an American. What determines whether you're an American is whether you love this country and whether you will serve this country. Thank you.
All right, I want to thank you again for coming here, and feel free to talk to the candidates as you mingle around.